Happy Friday the 13th to you guys. So for all you guys who are not superstition, hey, no worries, okay? For those who are, that's okay. But today we're going to talk about fear, okay? I was talking to my guy Lopez, and we talked about it a little bit, and thought it'd be a good another subject to talk about. So we're going to talk about being fearful. What does it really mean, and how it is really jeopardizing you and the progression of yourself, your business, your relationships, and so on and so forth. So right offhand, let's go to the board. I kind of mapped it out a little bit. Of course, we're going to get a little science into this thing. So if you don't understand or anything, just let me know. Give me some questions, comments, or concerns, and I'd be more than happy to work with you guys. All right, so if nothing else, let's flip this thing here. How do I do that? Yep. Boom. All right. Let's talk about this. So, of course, this is the brain. The little black dot talks about our flight, run, and mate. Let's not go into the labeling, just what it does. This is your emotion side of the brain, and then the outer form of your brain is the story. So the emotion, of course, affects the body. The story, of course, affects your past, present, and future. So if that was your brain broken down in three parts, that's what it does. Now, let's look at it in a different light. The how. If I'm fearful, if I have something with fear, which works with that little brain right there, it goes out to the emotion. Once I have an emotion, it reacts to my body, and then from that emotion gives me a story. Every now and then, the story goes back into your emotion state, and you become fearful. Now, let's talk about these things. Success and relationship, and then the what if, and then talk about leave or to get, and how the what if blocks your money. All right, so let's talk about that. All right, here we go, guys. Oh, man, Friday. So, the small brain in your body has a little simple job, and the job is to evaluate, do I need to run from it? Do I need to fight it? Or do I need to mate with it? Okay. That small brain triggers outward into your glands in your body and has a reaction called within the hormones that causes emotion, what we feel like. That emotion then triggers the body, let it be anxiety, depression, or anything like that. It all extends from that little brain. Now, when you have it, then you put a comparison to it. That comparison of where I am, what happened, in that part of it, you build a story from it. Okay, now the story can go back and be triggered back into your emotion, back into that part of the brain that says, I need to run. Fear is that part that tells you you need to stop or run. That component of the fear that tells you to stop or run extends or has been triggered from the story you've been telling yourself. So let's talk about that. People say, if I wanted to become successful, if I'm at this level here, I know I need to get to this level here. But to get from one level to the next level, people also realizes that I need to leave my friends, family, and all of those people here go. But at the same time, this place that I'm going towards, it's an unknown. That unknown is the fear. That's where I fear. Now, what do I fear? I fear the unknown. Then I try to give myself the story, and that story says, what if? What if I get there and I don't like the people? What if I get there and I'm not that person? What if I get there, and so on and so? What if? But you're here right now. You want this. This is your desire, but you're up here thinking in your mind the what if about this. That what if is the reason why success, now let's talk about success, is the reason why success, people don't want to make success. They don't want to make success because they're afraid. Talented as possible, talented from the gift of God, but don't want to become successful because to become successful, I have to go here. But what if kicks in, which ultimately blocks your money? Now I'm talking about money. All right. Hey, what's going on, Cindy? So there's two types of success, fear in success. It's the making of success. I want to become successful. And then that fear is there. I don't want to do the work that needs to be done. I don't want to do that extra thing that needs to be done to get from one part to the next part, because that what if, and what if I don't do this? What if I don't make it? What if I crash and burn? Look. That's fear that's driving you, and that fear is going to keep you and stop you from making that new life of financial freedom, that new whatever you want in life. Then there's the part of success of not making it. What if I start this and I don't make it? What if I don't do this? So I'm going to make it, but what if I do make it and that crash and burn? Then is what if I don't make it? And what if I don't make it? If I don't do this, and if I don't do that, then I'm going to crash and burn, and so on and so forth. So the success, the success by itself, if you go into it with a what if, then you know it all extends from or been triggered by the fear, which is the story that you're asking yourself. The what if is you making up a story. That story is being made up because of the emotion that you feel, your body, anxiety. And then anxiety and all of that is because of the fear. That fear comes from that. I need to run from it, that small brain. So I fear for it. I have an emotional reaction, anxiety. Then I come up with a story. That story is the what if. All right, what if? That's the story. Boom. Then it stops you. Now, let's talk about relationships. When it comes to relationships and fear, there is a self-enriching part of it. And then it's the partner of the relationship. But then the relationship is you're in a relationship and you know you don't need to be in a relationship. Why are you not leaving? Well, I'm in a bad relationship. There's this big world out here. What if I do? You come up with a story of why you don't leave. This is not as bad. Don't worry about it. I'm going to help them until they become better, and so on and so forth. We call that codependency. But the idea is you don't leave the relationship because of this newness of your world of, I know this, I don't know this. This is a big world out there. I can be alone. I can be. That's your mind making up a story of what if that extends from the emotion. I mean, feeling anxiety, depression, all because the unknown, I don't want to, I can't move forward. Then it's the opposite for relationship, and that is this. You're lonely, you're single, and you're afraid to go out and take a chance. How many times have you said, I would love to talk to this person, but that person don't like me? Why would that person choose me? That's you coming out with a story because of the emotion you feel about something that is unknown. You're making up the unknown story because of the emotion of the why do that, excuses as we call it. But it extends from the emotion of that person is this and I'm here. I don't think you're making up that story. So a lot of you're single not because you can't find no one, is because you're simple, because it's simple. You're fearful of extending yourself out and being rejected or not, and so on and so forth. So that is a part of fear also. So it's, I need to leave because I'm in a bad relationship. I'm not going to leave because of this big world. Then it's, I need to find a partner, but I don't know if that partner is good for me. What happens if? All of that is extended from the fear aspect of it. So how do we How do we get past? How do we get past that? The truth of the matter is, you have to squash that part of you, that fearful part of you, and biblically, what we call step out in faith. Faith, by definition, if you don't know, it's in Hebrews 11:1. It's the hope for. You have to change your mind. If you change your mind about becoming successful, you will be successful. If you change your mind about your business, now, guys and girls, for those of you who have a business and it seems like your business is stagnant, it's only stagnant because of your mind. Hope for is your mind. You want something better, but your mind is saying, I'm fearful of becoming successful, and then you stop it at a certain level. So if you want it to grow, I hope for, change your mind. Then do the work and then wait for the evidence. Stop making up stories based off of the what if or I don't know or or anything like this. Stop belittling yourself. Stop not achieving your highest ability. Stop living in a relationship that you don't want and go get a relationship that you do want. And take fear and literally just stop thinking about the future and only focus on the present and what you can do right now. What am I doing right now? Don't worry about the what if. Don't worry about the tomorrow. Tomorrow, if you worry about tomorrow, you're going to make up a story and your story will be negative. And then whatever you're doing now will stop. And you will never achieve the highest ability of yourself, which is a successful business, which is successful because you're very talented, which is a good, decent relationship. So stop thinking about tomorrow. Think on today, the hope for. What am I hoping for? Work today. And then continuously work towards your goal every day. And then eventually you'll get to it. But I just wanted to lay this out. Fear is a product of an imaginary thought process, imaginary story that you've given yourself based off of the emotion from your brain, that's based off the anxiety, how you feel, that's based off of your past, present, or future process of do I need to run, fight, or mate with it brain. If you just take fear and realize what fear really is, it's really a make-believe. You are making a story on a make-believe basis. I believe, if you say I believe, a belief is a make-believe. It's not factual. So you want to take something that's factual. I can do the work now. I'm very talented now. Do the work every day. And then just see if you don't go into your goals, your dreams, your success. All right, so that's all I got today. So the idea of fear, being fearful, is very dangerous because it doesn't take you to your highest ability. It doesn't take you to the highest ability within yourself, within your relationships, within your business, talented, all of those. It stops you from getting and achieving your highest ability. Stop being fearful just simply means have hope. Work on what you can work on today, and eventually in time you will fall into what you've hoped for and receive the evidence. But if you allow fear every single time, meaning you're thinking too far ahead, that is going to be negative and that's going to stop you, and you're going to continue being where you're at now. And another year, another 5, another 10 years going to go by, and you're still doing less than your ability. Okay? So this is Dr. Bagley. I hope this helps you understand your position of where you're at right now. Are you not achieving it because of fear, or are you not achieving it because, right? All right. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. again, happy for Friday the 13th. Um, uh, just another day, right? We all got to work. We all got to pay bills. We all got to live and love. So anyway, another day. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any more topics that you would like for me to talk about, let me know. I'll be more than happy to talk to you guys about it. Until next time, have a great one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.